I did not benchmark Claude Fable 5. I gave it a job. A job that used to take my thumbnail designer a couple days, came back in about 30 minutes, 3 iterations, and it was done. My name is Andrew. I run 8 AI agents across 2 businesses, both of which are 7-figure companies. I've logged over 1,000 hours building inside of OpenClaw and Hermes at this point, and I've taken my agency to multiple 5 figures without hiring a single human employee. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what I gave it, what it nailed, where it needed me, and what that means for your business.
1 week got 3 months worth of work done.
You saved us a lot.
Like, it's perfect. Like, you know everything.
The session was extremely valuable.
You have the guidance.
You're happier.
The information is like worth paying for.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Quick note before we get into it, if you want your OpenClaw or Hermes setup installed for you, or you want AI agents and automations built inside your business, whether that's done for you or done with you, or you just want a simple consulting call, click the link down in the description below. You'll fill out a short form, and if it makes sense, you'll be able to book a call with me. Now, let me ask you something. Do you agree that a model is only worth what it can actually do inside of your business? Of course you do. Do you agree that waiting days on creative, on content, on deliverables is one of the quietest ways a business loses money? Obviously, I've lived that one. So would you agree that the real test of a new model is not a benchmark chart? It's whether it can take a real job off of your plate this week. Now listen, everyone else is going to review Claude Fable 5. Reasoning puzzles, coding tests, a landing page demo, right? That's fine. But for those of us in the vanguard, a new model is not entertainment. It's a hiring decision, and we aren't just testing models, we're putting them to actual work. Now, here is the job, okay? Now, the job I gave it was YouTube thumbnail creation for this channel. Up until now, my process was simple but slow. Send the concept to my designer, wait a couple of days, get a version back, ask for changes, and then wait again. So I opened Claude Code and I gave Fable 5 the same brief that I would give a human. My example thumbnails, my guidance for the new concept, and the standard it had to hit. And the place where it broke is coming because that part matters more than the win does itself. So the first thing that stood out is how it used my examples, okay? Now, as you can see, I didn't give it a vague prompt. I gave it the thumbnails that already work on this channel, plus written direction on the new concept. And instead of producing some generic AI-looking image, it studied what I gave it, and it came back with something that actually looked like it belonged on my channel. First usable draft was fast, but the whole job, start to finish, was only about 30 minutes, and I did this on my live stream. So if you're missing the live streams, then I need you to do me a solid favor. I need you to hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then make sure that you tune in every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, here is the principle, okay? A model that can follow your taste is worth 10 that can follow only instructions. Because you've already seen how fast this is moving, you know that raw capability is everywhere now. Direction is the scarce thing. Hold that thought, because it's exactly where this test got very interesting. Now, the second thing is speed of iteration. This is one that changes the economics. Now, most people think you need a designer on retainer or design skills of your own to get thumbnails that actually perform. And here's what I actually saw, okay? A couple of days of waiting turned into about 30 minutes of working. 3 iterations, live in one sitting. I'd look at a version, tell it what was off, and the next version was in front of me in minutes. That changed how I think about the creative turnaround, period. And again, if you guys missed this and you want to actually see how this actually took place live, you need to go ahead and tune into one of my past live streams. It's on the channel, so you can find it there as well. And every business that I look at, or every business owner I've talked to, has a version of this bottleneck, right? Waiting on creative, waiting on revisions, waiting on somebody else's calendar. Speed of iteration is the new quality, and the gap between idea and asset is collapsing in real time, and the people who feel that first win first. Quick reminder that I do have a free Telegram group. The link is down in the description below, and that is where business owners and beginners who are actually implementing this stuff hang out, right? Raw builds, prompts, and behind the scenes stuff that I don't always post on YouTube. That and X are both linked below, okay? Both of those links you can find down in the description. You can go ahead and join. It's completely free. And I sometimes do go live on the Telegram group as well, so that way you can ask me any questions you have and just get real one-on-one time with me just in a group setting. So if you're interested, click the link down in the description below and I'll see you inside there. All right, now I do want to go over where it broke. Okay, so as you can see, I've came in here, I gave it all my thumbnails and I gave it a really good prompt. It came back and answered that it could do what I needed it to do. So I went ahead and gave it all the variables it needed. I let it know what type of background I wanted based on the examples. I gave it actually here, you could see this is a very low quality version of the actual pose that I used for this video. And then I gave it the text that I wanted it to have on the thumbnail. And in literally one shot, it gave me it. Now, it did exactly what I asked it to, nothing more, nothing less. And it looked okay, but we needed to add a little bit more to it. So I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to add something like this. So you see how in this one here, I have some type of like really cool graphic, same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, right? You see that, it's a trend. I do it in every thumbnail. So I needed to add something because it just had a picture of me on the background I wanted with the text that I wanted. So I gave it this example and then we went ahead and it produced it relatively quickly. Now, it looked pretty good. And as you can see, I did here and we created some systemization here for how we can create YouTube thumbnails much quicker, the variables that I'm going to give it, and then boom, it will create the thumbnail for me. So now on every YouTube video, I just give it the title, I give it the text I want on the thumbnail, I give it the expression that I'm making on the pose, and I went ahead and put all of my expressions into an asset folder for it that this has access to. And now it can create that. So we did all of that work. And after a couple of iterations, so coming from down here, like onward, right? Like that, this is all iteration here. And this was all within like 30-ish minutes. Okay. And as you can see, I'm going to go ahead right now and I am going to go ahead and pull up the actual thumbnail itself, and you've seen it, right? This is the thumbnail that you actually clicked on when you looked at this video, and here it is. This looks really good. Okay. Really, really good. It took 3 iterations to get here. 3 iterations. Now, obviously, this is the version with the lower quality picture of me, but at the end of the day, like I would actually use and ship this. This actually looks relatively well. Now, would I rate this the best thumbnail on my channel? No, but I would rate it at least a solid 8 to 8.5 out of 10. Could it be better? Of course, 100%. But at the end of the day, this still looks really good, and I got this done in 30 minutes. Okay, in 30 minutes, just let that sit for a second. Now, let me be very clear. I was definitely still very impressed, as I just stated, right? Like close to everything it produced was usable. And obviously, you know, nothing is perfect on the first pass as you saw, okay? But this is the line everyone is selling you that full automations skip over. And you never want to hand your brand as something that doesn't have to live with the consequences. And the model accelerates the work. This model does. And the standard is still yours to hold. So don't ever lose that. Now, full transparency, my 8 agents run inside of OpenClaw and Hermes, okay? That is the operating system for my businesses. And if you want the full agent side, the link to the OpenClaw Blueprint playlist is down in the description below. This job I did directly in Claude Code, as you saw, right? Because for hands-on creative work where I'm steering every iteration in real time, that is the right tool. I have standards for where each tool fits, and you should adopt the same thing as well. So here is how I think about Claude Fable 5 after this test. Not as a smarter chat window, as a new hire that showed up already trained, and that is a completely different conversation than a benchmark chart. Now, one thing I want to be very, very clear on is that you could take exactly what I just showed you, that workflow and that process that I just showed you in my Claude Code chat. You could take that and utilize it for any type of workflow you have, right? It's very, very simple. Now, what I recommend you do is obviously have some examples of your best performing work that you're trying to have automated and create a workflow around, right? And if you don't have data yet, then use the best data from your niche. Okay, then obviously go into Claude Code and put those examples in there and make sure that you obviously give it a very, very good prompt. The better the prompt, the more detail, the better the outcome is going to be. And then after that, have it produce an output. And then after it produces the output based on the examples you give it and the prompt that you give it, then you start the iteration process. This is exactly what I did on the live stream, and it's very simple. So I'm going to be very transparent with you when I say this, and I'm going to say this again because I need you to understand it. You can literally take exactly what I just did here and utilize that framework and that iteration cycle and do it for any type of workflow you're trying to automate, whether it's with Fable 5, with Hermes Agent on GPT 5.5, or with Opus 4.8 on OpenClaw, wherever you're wanting to use it, on whatever agent you're wanting to use it. At the end of the day, take the framework I just gave you, make sure you have a really good prompt, give it good examples, have it generate an output, and then iterate until it becomes the output that you want. That is exactly what I did here. That's exactly what I do in my live streams every Monday and through Friday at 7 p.m. Central. So you guys can either A, take from this video and go do that on your own, or B, tune into the live streams, see how I'm working and look at my workflow and then copy pasta that workflow, because it's exactly what I've done from March 4th up until now to build all of the agents that I have for the clients that I've gained and for my own personal workflows that I'm automating myself, like the YouTube thumbnails. And this took me over 1,000 hours inside of tools like Claude Code, but mainly OpenClaw and Hermes, to learn how to do all of this, right? And it will take you 30 minutes now to just copy this workflow, because I literally just gave it to you. And the principle and the overarching workflow orchestration is literally the same thing you can take, right? And also you can have your agent set this up for you, okay? Just feed it this video and give it to your agent and tell them that you want either A, this thumbnail workflow implemented into your setup if you're actually making thumbnails, but if not, then have it look at the overarching principle of how I orchestrate this workflow and then actually implement that into your own workflows and the orchestration of your workflows. So I want you to run math on your own business if you're a business owner, okay? On one asset, a couple of days became about 30 minutes. Roughly a day and a half of waiting is completely gone now. Now multiply that across every thumbnail, every graphic, and every piece of creative your business waits on. Literally every one of them. Obviously nothing is perfect and some jobs will take more rounds and more iteration cycles, but the direction is not subtle. My clients spend their time on revenue while the waiting disappears, okay? And that is the actual prize here. And understand that window you're in. Every week you wait, you are paying for turnaround time your competitors are completely eliminating. The people who learn to direct these models now are the ones who own the next few years of their market. You need to decide which side you actually end up on. Now, if you want to go deeper, the OpenClaw Blueprint playlist walks through the full agent system behind my businesses, and you can apply the same thing to Hermes agents as well. The link to the playlist is down in the description below. I need you to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're always notified when I upload content, because everything I cover here gets tested on a real workflow first. And if you want this built inside of your business or your OpenClaw or Hermes setup installed for you, a done for you or done with you build out done, or just a consulting call, then go ahead and fill out the short form below. And if it makes sense, then you'll be able to book a call with me. Okay, this call is only a win for you. I still use Claude Code for hands-on jobs like this one, but none of these tools run my business on their own. OpenClaw and Hermes Agent does that for me. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.